Hello, this is Solomon Davis, Right Side Trader. Today is October 29th, 2023, and it's my weekly market review, where I'll be reviewing the NASDAQ 100 on a quarterly chart, monthly chart, weekly chart, and a daily chart. This is all for educational purposes only. No trade recommendations here, because as we all know, trading is risky. You can lose money at trading. So please check with your financial advisor. Please check with your significant other and make sure trading is something that is actually suitable for you. All right, let's just jump right on into here and see what we see. The thing is, the NASDAQ has finally pulled back to this 9-10 moving average, and now this is what we need to see is going to happen here. The NASDAQ was below pivot here on the quarterly pivots. It's at a support 1 level. Can we get that bounce that we need now? No, so that's the summarize it all up. But let's go ahead and zoom in here on each one of these individual charts and see what we see. On the NASDAQ, again, we're getting a red quarter, this final quarter in the year. You know, it's just the first month. As I've been saying, only the Christmas rally is the only thing that may be some good news out there in the market that's going to turn this thing around. Right now, we're forming what's looking almost like a beginning of an evening star, and if that's the case, we may end up next year, you know, going back down to some very low areas in the market. Some really bad things are being forecast here in the market right now. If you're one of those types that believes the market actually forecasts what's happening in the world. And we know we do have some things going on in the world right now, and then maybe that's why we're seeing so much red in the market at this time. But let's go ahead to the monthly chart. And on the monthly chart, this is what I'm talking about right now. The NASDAQ has finally gotten to the point where it's no longer my bull. It is at this 10. The thing is, come next month, you know, is what I'm going to be looking for. This quarter is under pivot. I expect it to stay under pivot, but maybe by the end of the quarter, it might get back up to pivot and all. But I definitely don't see us making all-time highs at this time this year, unless something really crazy goes on in the world to get everybody really excited. Right now, all I see is a follow-through and continue going down, maybe not even stopping here around this 13,300. Or like you say, sometimes people look at this as a little demand area where the market rests and then continue to rally. But we can actually maybe see this market come all the way down here to a 1200 level if this market continues dropping. That won't be until next year. The thing is, you're getting the early warning, you know, if this thing starts slipping and sliding to the downside and all. Just letting you know. All right, let's take a quick look at the weekly chart and see what we see there. On the weekly chart, we're seeing these waves, you know, down, up, down, up, down, you know, and we're beginning lower lows, lower highs, lower low, just barely lower, lower highs, lower low, definitely a lower low. And the thing is, this market, like I said, might pull back up a little bit, you know, next month, or maybe, yeah, these are monthly periods. So this month we're done. Next month we might pull back up a little bit here too. That's November. We're going to be opening below pivot. Maybe by the end of November we might be back somewhere still underneath pivot, but a little bit higher. And then the question is, will a Christmas rally get us breaking maybe this high? You know, that's the question. That's going to be the question. You know, all-time highs, I don't see it right now. But that's what I am seeing. If these waves going down, 1, 2, and this one has to be a little bit larger than what it is. I'll say it just like I did on the other ones. This is 14,570. The top here is 15,700, and here that's almost 1,000 points. Let's just round it to 1,000 points. So we expect this to be 1,000 points or more. So that's 1450 that we'll be expecting this to go down to. We're at a 15. This high right here is at rounding up a little bit at 15,500. So we expect this to go down to 50. See, this has already gone down low enough, but we still expect it to go. I expect it to go a little bit lower before we get that bounce. That's why I'm saying we may go down a little bit more, and maybe, just maybe, we'll get a retracement back up the pivot by the end of next month. Got to kind of let's wait and see what happens, but I'm looking to see if this support 1 level for next month is going to actually support us or not. And that's what I see. Let's go ahead and take a quick look at the daily picture. As you can see, mostly my analysis is done on the higher time frames for my longer term type trades that I do have. Even though I day trade, I do have some longer term type. I only have only two positions left, and they are not. Only one of them is anything that I can even sell calls on. The other one is just too small to be selling calls. I just buy some puts to get it where I make the money back that I'm losing on. It's nothing. But it's time to be in cash if you're not comfortable trading the market to the downside, in my opinion. And no trade recommendations there. And I'll look at the market, trade your plan. And I'll definitely pay attention to your plan. You created your plan to keep you out of trouble. And that's why you have your plan. If you have that plan should have proven itself to keep you out of trouble. So follow your plan. If it's not keeping you out of trouble, contact us here at Right Side Trading. We can help you, to see what's going wrong and help you get things straightened out. Or contact me if you need help. But as I can see here on the daily chart, the NASDAQ has been holding up pretty strong. It hasn't been dropping as hard as the other ones, but it is still going down. It had came up here to these tops, a few months back, and drop. We had this little consolidation here. Last week we was kind of, can this market hold out here? Let me zoom in a little bit right in here. This is Friday, Thursday, Wednesday, Monday, Tuesday. This was the area right here, and all that we was looking, I won't say hoping this little area right here, we was kind of expecting it to hold this market. But then once we got, these drops here, let me just activate. Once we got this drops here and this here, we got down in this area, we saw that it was done and we was going nothing but to the downside and all. So that's why I had said, yep, I ended up grabbing onto a couple of puts to try to protect my positions, to protect myself, protect my accounts with a couple of positions that I do have on to keep me from not losing too much money, and keep my accounts whole. But I can see now it's time to flatten, get completely, maybe in cash and start scalping my little stuff to the downside. But that's all I see. No trade recommendations there. But this little bullish looking pattern here, I don't give it any weight. This is a doji and the kind of high doji. We have to just kind of wait and see what we see next week. These are weekly pivots here on a daily chart. We're going to be opening below pivot, so I kind of expect us to go down maybe to at least an R1 level and all before we even start thinking about a bounce. And that going below that is going to be around 14,000. So based from where we're at, we're talking another 200 points, over 200 points down. So that's what I see. We can see that the stochastic is down here at the bottom, but as we know, the stochastic can hang out down here at the bottom for a while before we actually get that reversal and all. So that's all I really want to share. This is Solomon, Right Side Trader. Hope you guys having a great week. Hope you guys having a great weekend and all. And I'll talk to you next week. Have a good one. Bye.